Happy Monday. Week's already starting off a little, not that bad. So I had a doctor's appointment I had to cancel because my car won't start. This has been a recurring issue with this car. This car has just been several recurring issues. The current issue is that we think it's the anti-theft keeps engaging and locking the wheel and the brake so we can't turn it on. And we just have to keep trying over the course of a few days, and then it'll get over itself and function properly like a vehicle should. So, morning, Merlin. Saturday, leaving for Owen's basketball game, Nate and Oliver had already taken off. Owen and I get in the car to go to his game, and the car won't start. So luckily, a teammate lives a few blocks away. They hadn't left yet, so they picked us up, and we carpooled over to them. Nate and Oliver joined us there after their game was over. So Saturday, this started. Car wouldn't turn on Sunday. Car wouldn't turn on this morning, so I had to cancel the doctor's appointment. I'll stay home. Fine. I haven't slept in days. I keep waking up at 2 a.m. and then staying up. So I was able to finish the audiobook for the Library of Mount Char. I was able to listen to the podcast and process how I feel about the audiobook of the Library at Mount Char. We'll get back to that. And what else? Chewy's making gremlin sounds. Oh, and then I started A Ghost in the Throat, but I eventually fell asleep. I put the sleep timer off 15 minutes and woke up to just the earbuds still in my ear, so I tossed those out, and I'll have to start it over again this morning. Snow. There's not that much. Enough for the kids to get excited about playing in the first snow, so they're out there now tossing a football in the front yard. Because the backyard is a doggy minefield. Gross. Yeah. Let me get my tired self together, and we will discuss the Library of Mount Char later. They don't actually know how to play football. They just have a football and like crashing into each other. But we are baseball and basketball family. Mostly baseball. The kids and I have come up with a homeschool plan for the rest of December, and then how we're going to get back on track for January, what changes we're going to make. I want to have this conversation with them. This always kind of happens that we go through cycles of like scheduled schoolwork, like we have a rhythm to our day and we're got a checklist and we're getting stuff done, and then either because we took some time off, we went away, we got sick, for whatever reason, we fall into this unschooling cycle that it's really hard to get back into a rhythm. And for the most part, I'm fine with that. We've been eclectic, literature-based, self-interest-led sort of unschoolers throughout our entire homeschooling journey, with like periods of unit studies, or like I said, we usually start a school year with more focus. But once we fall out of that rhythm, it's hard to get back into it. So we've been trying to keep up with spelling, and we've been working on word problems that really focus on just like everyday math comprehension and application. So that's fine. And then usually what happens is for the new year, like January, we try to set some resolutions to get back into like another chunk of time that follows some sort of school day rhythm. And then once the weather gets nice, we fall out of that again because we're outside and we got sports and baseball and we're going to the park with friends. So I'm a big believer that learning happens every day. But being homeschoolers, being outside of that like mainstream, you just go to school, it's what you do. I feel like we end up under a microscope and like we have to prove that we're learning. And one way to prove we're learning is to have the workbooks, have the worksheets. And that's my own issues. Like, we don't have to prove to people. It just makes it easier to have work to point at and say like, no, we're good. Like, my kids are good. So yeah, that was the conversation the kids and I had today, just about what light schoolwork we're going to do through the end of the year, the end of the month, and the Christmas season, and what our goals will be for January to pick back up. In the meantime, one of our December list things is to start a new read aloud, and I haven't finished this yet. I'm about halfway through reading it myself. I think what we're going to do is actually start the audiobook from the beginning and pick a puzzle to work on together, and then do our spelling and word problems and other stuff. So these are all our Christmas puzzles. First option is holiday dogs. Owen says no. This is surprisingly difficult. This is the one Owen wants to do. It's actually a hidden picture puzzle, so after you complete it, you have to find find the hidden objects. It's representing the 12 Days of Christmas, that song. So like the drummer's drumming. There's the leaping partridge. All right, that's cheating. I'm going to stop looking if that's the one we do. My in-laws are big White Mountain puzzle fans, so they're always ordering puzzles. And sometimes my father-in-law will order puzzles he already has, and then we end up with unopened puzzles. This one is Christmas at Grandma's. It's cute. Another double he accidentally ordered was the holidays. I really like these collage style puzzles. They're pretty easy just because there's so many little pictures. This is a quick 300 piece puzzle, and we've done this one before too. A little 500 piece snowy scene. So I think I know which one we're going to end up doing, but I'm going to get started with that with the kids. We've hit a wall because the puzzle is too big for our all-purpose crafty folding table. First lunch, and then we'll come up with the solution.